Cardinals starters really struggling right now. 2-9 in the month of May with an ERA of 5.82. Right center, Rasmus is there. It's good to see that. Council's a guy that has really hit lows because he says Council is a very patient hitter, a guy that can hit behind the runner. It's inside, and it hits J.J. Hardy on a 1-2 pitch. Trying to go inside, and he just field yesterday than Yadier Molina. Wellemeyer was struggling with his control, and he was all over the place. His Braun strikes out, and there's 2 outs.
It's him to chase a breaking ball down and away.
Early in the game, but after that, he was tremendous. The 3-1 pitch, he walked him. So low first inning yesterday, walked 7
and hit 2 batters,
and that included 3 walks in the first. Took Wellemeyer 106 pitches to get 17 outs, and 2 outs, bases loaded. 0-1 pitch. Hart, a line drive into right, backing up Stavanoa to make the catch. Mention how he's pitched here at this ballpark. 20-13 at this Busch Stadium. Little chopper to Council, and he'll make the play. Milwaukee
teams in the entire Cardinal lineup.
Isn't that something? Stavanoa with a base hit. On the 2-2 pitch, picks up the first Cardinal hit, and it brings in Pujols. 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Pujols off the end of the bat. Looper has a double play ball. Out at second, out at first. 1-4-3.
The eyes.
They initially brought him up. That's a strikeout, called third strike, because they play Minnesota at the end of their road trip. He's 13 RBIs on the year, and he's 3 for 12 against Kyle Loge in his career.
There it is.
Hit number 2,000 for the catcher, Jason Kendall. Congratulations to Jason. A smattering of applause. And Pujols will go to Schumacher. Fred Kendall, by the way, we were talking about him the other afternoon. His dad is now retired and living in Sin's organization. They moved to the Milwaukee area, and he grew up a Brewers fan. Hits it slowly back to Loge, and he's retired.
Really work on your changeups. Now, here's his changeup or a splitter.
And it's pulled to Fielder. He'll take it himself. So 1 away here in the bottom of this.
Smile. You know, he's taking a lot inside.
Slows it up for Council to make the play. 2 outs. Back in there.
Absolutely. And you mentioned also as Kobe walks, is, you know, that Albert hasn't been himself either during this time. Whether he's trying to take on to a physical thing, but just maybe just lack of arm strength.
Looper, look what I found. Out number 3 is Barton grounds out. Cardinals strand a runner. We played 2. Hardy hit by a pitch back in the first inning, and then left stranded. The Brewers stranded, the bases loaded in the first. That's lined into right center field in trouble. That will go to the wall, and Hardy is on the move to second base. Rasmus quickly gets it back in. And a leadoff double for J.J. Hardy, and it brings.
Made something like 26 errors at third base.
And that's a good piece of hitting. Hits it down the first base line. It's 1-0 Milwaukee. Braun on his way to second, in there with a double. Back-to-back doubles, and it's 1-0 Brewers. Now if they got CC Sabathia, nobody complaining about that deal. They lose out on Laporta, who's got a great future.
Driving Dave crazy.
2 runners on. Here's a 2-2. Popped up. Foul territory. Pujols on the move. And he makes the catch, and a heads-up play to quickly fire over to third, right at the bag. He'll take a strikeout. From 2-0 to a strikeout. Here's a 1-2. Gamble jumps on the pitch out to deep right field, and it's gone. Into the bullpen it goes. It's a 3-run homer, and Gamble picks up his first, and it's 4-0 Milwaukee. So his first major league home
rounds is how many of the 40th rounders made it.
Barton with it over to Albert, then Tyler Green and Skip Schumacher. Chop towards third. Gamble with it and makes the play. Cardinals with 1 base hit so far.
Worries about what he has and not what he's missing.
Tyler Green pops it up on the infield to his counterpart J.J. Hardy. With all these young players, Al,
awful lot of close ball games, but pretty much you know that you're going to get some run support.
2-2 hit the other way. Braun on the move, dives. Oh, what a play by Ryan Braun to take the hit away. A tremendous play by Braun in left field. A visiting player, and even the fans at Busch applaud the effort and the catch by Ryan Braun to take an extra base hit away. When he was in college at the University of Miami, he was actually a shortstop, was Ryan Braun.
It's a baseball card, because they have the whole sheet of the entire year.
Well, at least you're there.
Right.
You're in there. You average 92 wins in 4 years and you get fired.
He's a good baseball man.
Here's Barton, backhands, makes the play. And the 2 teams that you're probably going to be chasing this year. Stavanoa out to left, but Braun is there. That's twice he has hit the ball hard, and it brings in Pujols. Milwaukee, for the most part, has been pitching to Albert Pujols here in this series. Pujols is jammed and he pops it up. Foul territory. Gamble is there for out number 2.
You know, learn from your teammates and the veterans.
3-2. Ooh, he just missed.
Wow. Now, that's 2 pitches in that. Timmons is our umpire. You're right. You look ahead, but you're talking behind you.
Slowly hit to second, and Molina is retired. We played 4 here in St. Louis.
A lot of dues.
A couple of Miami guys here with Perez and Braun and Molina. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, and it's taken for a ball. And Perez has come in and walked the first 2 that he's seen. A 2-2 pitch. Cameron, a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. First strikeout and first out recorded for Chris.
You know, don't worry about the other guy. Don't be pointing fingers at one element of the club. Just what can I do to make this club better?
Hart strikes out. 2 walks, runs back in the 3rd. Here's a 3-1 pitch. And he has walked, the bases loaded. One-two pitch. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. They'll hold up fielder. And it's 5-0. On a 1-2 pitch, Kendall picks up his second base hit. And a run scores. That's Braun. And it's 5-0.
Slider he throws. Look where it ends up. As Molina set up away, and it is just pretty much right down the middle. All he's trying to do is make contact, and made himself a major league starter.
He was 1 inning shy of 200 last year, and there's the strikeout. So he strikes out the side, but which is Chris Perez. That last pitch right underneath the hands, and a very good delivery there from Looper. Line shot that's caught by Counsell. Nothing going right for the Cardinals tonight. Of the season.
There's a Gold Glove winner.
Barton rips it. Fair ball. Diving stop. Gamble throws to first, and what a play.
was saying they were worried about his defense.
Not after watching that play in that arm.
Well, I saw the arm a little bit earlier, but
the shots that we had of him in that Cardinal dugout. Robinson, a ground ball too short. Braden Looper, just one hit allowed. So Chevrolet called to the bullpen. 1 ball, 1 strike on Counsell. And he'll hit it to Pujols, ranging to his left, and Mott beats him to the bag.
Cardinals throw a little leather at Milwaukee. Show them they can play
quickly because of his strong arm, and he has. 3-2 to Hardy. And there's a walk, another one issued by the Cardinals tonight. Pitches. Get away from just the fastball. Off speed pitch, and he walked him.
You know, when you have started, and then it's worth that gamble, that especially you said this
base hit into right.
His intensity is, they're not going to relax or lay down on it.
Yep. That makes it 6-0 as Hardy scores. And Fielder picks up his 36th RBI. So
in this pace that he's on.
0-2 pitch. Cameron reaches forward and lifts it out to center. Plenty deep for the runner to tag to make it 7-0 Milwaukee. As Braun scores, and an RBI for Cameron, his 20th. So the walks come back to score.
The situation that, because they all try to protect these relievers, they're at pitch counts in 1 inning where you can't bring him back tomorrow. And I'm sure he'll take full responsibility for his ineffectiveness.
Reaching forward here, a ground ball hit to second. And Milwaukee adds to their lead with 2 more. The jam shot, shallow left, and that drops in. Hardy never was called off by Braun, and Green hustling all the way down the left field line. Fielder knocks it down, race to the bag, and the ball scoots away. No indication as to whether or not Schumacher is safe, and now the indication is made that he is, so he beat it out. That's of the night for the Cardinals.
Yes. 1 base hit and another line drive that he smoked to left.
There's a fly ball into shallow right. Hart makes the catch, and Green stays put at third. By the way, it's runners at the corners with 1 out. Pujols rips it to third and right at Gamble. Oh man, that's the way things have been going.
And Albert just has to remember how hard he hit the ball. And now the first one to Chris was out of the strike zone.
Duncan in the air, right center. Hart is there to make the catch, and the Cardinals cannot. Was not an easy thing for him to do.
No, but Kyle's come up with a good system.
There's a ground ball hit to Tyler Green for the out.
And that is, you have somebody in your family or a friend.
To 6 months of the season, they don't call him because they're trying to leave him alone.
Right.
Out of respect for what he's trying to do here. Looper hits it to short. Green again makes the play. Nice interview with Tyler Green on the
that he participated in. He spent more money on tickets than his World Series share.
Counsell into right. And it's time to stretch here in St. Louis right now for the Cardinals.
Starting pitchers were outstanding, racking up wins on a nightly basis.
Off the glove of Fielder and into right.
Approaching 100 pitches. DeFelice is warming up in their bullpen.
Down the right field line, and this ball is gone. It's a fair ball and a home run for Colby Rasmus. Finally, the Cardinals get on the board, and it's 7-2.
That makes up for the one that was taken away on Friday night. as this one will count. It's Friday night. The game was washed out after a couple innings when Kobe hit a 2-run home run in that one. Getting a little tired. Maybe that fork ball stayed up a little bit. And this time a line drive just inside the foul pole.
Brewers holding the option on Looper for next year.
Didn't sign, yeah. Signed very late.
Slowly hit towards third. Camel makes the play on the run. No, he throws wide. And Barton on his way to second base. That's 3 errors committed by Milwaukee here tonight.
Established that he can throw a strike with his pitches. They're all out of the strike zone that they're swinging at.
3-2 off the end of the bat. And this may drop. Braun sliding to make the catch.
Now what's the slide for? I mean, Cameron is a goal. You're as accomplished as Cameron is. You just watch where it is hit on the bat.
Up the middle. And it's taken by Hardy to first, and they get him by a step.
85 during those last 11.
And a 1-1 pitch to Skip. Down the right field line. It's well hit. And it is out of here. A 2-run homer for Skip Schumacher. And the Cardinals right back in this game. It's now 7-4. His second in 2009.
Well, you talk about the cutter being an effective pitch to and you pitch like that.
Base hit into left. And that will bring Pujols now to the plate. A 3-2. He walked him. Tying run now will come to the plate.
Just couldn't pull the trigger.
Runners at first and second. They're off with this pitch. And Duncan waves at it and strikes.
Wars.
And the breaking ball is lifted into center. Rasmus for the first out here in the 8th.
Misplayed a ball that allowed it to fall in.
His brother Steve is an infielder in the Brewers system. There's the curveball hammered out to left. A hanging breaking ball. And a 1-out base hit. And that one too. I thought he did as well.
Well, we don't count.
And that's a ball. So 4 straight and another walk. Lowe's the starter tonight. He walked 3. And there's another walk. That's 11 walks issued by the Cardinals. Back-to-back walks. 0-1 pitch. Could be 2, but it's off the glove of Brendan Ryan. A forced play at third, but a run scores to make it 8-4. See, he played it to the side as he probably was going to spin and try to get a 6-4-3 double play.
His mind working a little quicker than the hands, and that's exactly what he was going to do.
He's played shortstop. He's played second. And he strikes out. Brewers was an effective 4-pitch pitcher. Brendan Ryan, base hit. On base for the second time. First time he reached on the air by fielder.
Patience, or they're locked in.
Room into left center. Foul tip held on to by Kendall. And
supportive home crowd.
And Green strikes out. 2-2 pitch to LaRue. And a strikeout. And that sends us to the 9th inning. Milwaukee 8, St. Louis 4.
It's at the point where you can't see his glove.
And a strikeout of Kendall. Abe Lincoln, just a partial, Al. You just a little bit on the chin there.
Doesn't have the full size.
Villanueva, pitcher running. Franklin takes his time for out number 2. Villanueva shaking his hand. Commit 3 errors, you're going to lose. Counsell, Pujols knocks it down, and no play at first. Counsell almost put himself back in fair territory, and he could have been live bait over there.
Where he has to throw a lot more pitches than you want him to.
And a fly ball into left center. Who wants it? It'll be Duncan who makes the catch. Sent just 1-2 pitch to Tyler Green. And he strikes out. Hardy to his left to make the play. He rifles it over to first. This should do it. And the Brewers have a sweep of the Cardinals as Hardy throws to first. They take the 3-game set. We'll see them next week in Milwaukee, 8-4. Our final here tonight.